I mean, they tell you at first it's not going to be that bad, and as I stand up here, I'm kind of nervous. But they, they told me that, it's going to be like singing in the shower. It's no problem. And as I stand up here today, let me be the first one to tell you that it's not true at all. I mean, unless your shower is the size of the gymnasium and is packed with like 2,000 people, and if that's the case, then you got bigger problems than just giving a speech. So, and then they tell you, go ahead, imagine everyone in their underwear. It'll make you feel better. So I'm standing up here pretending that my shower is the size of this gym. There's 3,000 people in it, and now everyone's in their underwear, and it's not working at all. And so I didn't know what to talk about. So what I did was I took a survey of 100 kids, 100 seniors, asking them what they think I should talk about. And I actually took a survey. It wasn't like Bruin where they asked like 3 kids in senior study hall what's going on. But, so I went around, and here are the results. 13 kids told me just to walk away. 15 told me to go ahead and do some sort of dance. 22 said that I should personally thank them. 46 wanted a good story with a great message. And 15 wanted a senior prank. So I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to be able to do, but we'll try. And some of you in the audience are probably thinking, Nabil, there's no way 13 plus 15 plus 22 plus 46 plus 15 equals 100. You're lying. And to that I say, first of all, if you're that smart, why aren't you up here? And second of all, my brain shut down like 4 weeks ago. I can't do basic math anymore. So hopefully in the next like 3 to 5 minutes, we'll try to remind you of how great of a class we are, thank those who have helped us, and hopefully, do some of the things that you want me to do. So the first thing I want to do is say thanks, and I speak on behalf of the entire class. I want to say thanks, first of all, to the administration. I think their efforts go underappreciated, and they do a lot to maintain this school. We all know how many problems there are, and they do a lot to make sure that we have all the events, the athletics, the clubs, everything after school. Without them, we wouldn't be here today. The second group are the teachers. I think that their efforts, are obvious what they do to us. They've helped us become who we are today. They've molded us. And good news for you guys, we're done, so you don't have to deal with us anymore. But the next 2 people I want to thank are my parents, my mom and my dad. A lot of you know that last year my mom and my brothers went away overseas, and it was just me and my dad at home. And despite the travel difference, my mom was still able to, keep up with her duties with me, and she was still able to communicate with me and make sure I'm doing all right. And my dad kind of took over, so I thank them a lot, and they've taught me a lot. Next, I want to thank Omar, Adam, and what was the other guy's name? My brother Ahmed. There you go. And I just want to say that you 3 definitely made me want to stay at school a lot longer. If it was between spending any time at home with you 3 or staying at school, I'd pick staying at school, hands down. I want to thank my cousin Bill. He showed up today. He came here as a foreign exchange student, kind of, and he just acted as kind of my older brother, and he helped me out a lot. The next thing I want to say thanks to, I don't think these guys ever get any appreciation, anyone who was a teacher as a substitute. And on behalf of our class, I want to say thanks, but I also want to say sorry for dealing with us. There's no way we followed any of the rules. That you guys know that. I also want to say thanks to the cafeteria workers for being there, the copy center clerks for being there, the police officer on 94 for being there, the mailman for delivering all of our great report cards, the snowplower for making sure that we could barely get to school every day in the winter, the crossing guards, and my 11-year-old son, Michael. Last but not least, and certainly the most important, is each one of you guys. I think together we were a great class. We helped each other out, ranging from helping each other out with homework, tutoring, maybe you just slid your Scantron to the right so the kid behind you could see the answers. Whatever you did, without each other, I don't think we'd be here today. So I just want to say thank you. Now, as I stand up here, this is if you think about it, it's the first or the last time I'll see all of you, or we'll see each other as a class. So I think it'd be a pretty cool idea to think about the first time we saw each other as a class, and that would be our first day at CIS. So I'm going to tell you how my first day went, and then we'll compare and contrast and see how much of a transformation we had. So back in 4th grade or whenever it happened, I wasn't really social, so I didn't really keep up with the events. We had a long weekend, so naturally no one ever told me that we were switching to CIS that day. I woke up late, ran to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, forgot to rinse, jumped on the bus, fell asleep, and then next thing I know, it's a bus driver on the mic saying, Nabil, get off the bus. Everyone's already out. So I ran out, tripped and fell, scraped my knee, started bleeding pretty bad, and then I noticed, I was like, what? This is not Isham. And I did a double take real quick, checked to make sure the bus was Wadsworth. It was. You know, I was afraid I was like in Norton or something like that. But I was still in Wadsworth, and this was a new school, and I saw all these people. I didn't know what to do. So I started panting and, you know, kind of like breathing really hard. I went and grabbed this one kid. I thought maybe I knew him. I was like, hey, dude, what's up? Pulled him aside. It was a girl. She started screaming. You know, here I am, this kid with, and by this time what happened was a toothpaste in my mouth. It started to mix with my saliva, making this foam. So she's got some kid pulling her apart, saying, you know, panting, breathing heavy, and I got some foam coming out of my mouth. And she started screaming. I started screaming. I fell over crying. I was bleeding. Next thing you know, here comes the principal, and I'm like, oh, great, this is going to go well. So long story short, he called animal control in Medina. They gave me 2 shots for rabies, and 2 weeks later, I was back in school. So that's how that went. So, but now look at us today. I mean, like, we've done a lot of things. I mean, we've came together, we did blood drives, we've done food drives, we've given food to the community, we elected a black president, we got the school next year. I mean, we've done a lot of things. We even protested the other day. I mean, we've come together as a class who cares about each other, who cares for the community, and wants to get better things. Compared to the first day of CIS where you all pointed and laughed at me, now we're like, you know, we're way farther. So I just want to say, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of the transformation that was our class. And I hope, if you remember anything from this speech, to continue transforming throughout life, throughout college, and no matter what direction you're traveling, whether you're traveling north, south, east, west, as long as you're moving forward in life and doing what you want, that's the message I want to send. I know a lot of you guys are here today, you know, long-waited day. You want to get it done with, but you want it to be special and important. I understand that. So I made a couple phone calls, sent out a couple emails, actually got a meeting, and I actually was able to have someone come in, and he's going to say a couple words. He's kind of a celebrity. You probably heard his song, Heartless. And, oh, there he is in the back. If you guys want to go ahead and give a round of applause to Kanye West, right over there. All right, so you guys thought we couldn't do a senior prank. What's up? He's not there. So for all of you who turned. And so let's go in retrospect. Let's see what I did. 15 wanted a senior prank. I gave it. 46 wanted a good story. I thought it was pretty good. 22 wanted their names mentioned. I thank you guys. I'm still not dancing. And last but not least, I need to walk away. So I want to thank you guys, wish you best of luck, and hopefully you continue whatever you're doing because it's working, obviously. Thanks.